Wild Golden Knights, Mario. Let's talk about this game. This had me surprised. The Wild avoided elimination, so good job to them. They won this game 4-2 in Vegas. The game 6 is going back to Minnesota. I believe that game will be on Wednesday. Let me check for you guys real quick. Yeah, it's going to be on Wednesday at 9 p.m., so make sure you go check that out. Golden Knights and Wild in Minnesota. So let's get to this, Mario, okay? Because this is very, very interesting. Stats for it, that is. Let me start off with the Wild first. Jordan Greenway, Kirill Kaprizov, Zach Fraze, and Nico Strum. They all have themselves a goal, so shout out to them. Kalen Addison, Jonas Broden, Matt Dumba, and Matt Zuccarello also have themselves an assist. And Cam Talbot had himself a really good game, Mario. He saved 38 out of 40 shots, which is a save percentage of 95 exactly. Now let me go to the Golden Knights, okay? This one's pretty interesting. Alec Martinez and Mark Stone both had themselves goals. Those are the only 2 goals for them. Nick Holden, Alex Pietrangelo, Chandler Stevenson, and Alex Tuck all have themselves assists. And Marc-Andre Fleury, Mario, get this, okay? He saved 10 out of 13 shots. Yeah, you heard me correctly. 13 shots. Save percentage, 76 or 0.769. So basically 77%. Now let me go to the box score, okay? Okay. The Wild had 14 shots on goal. Now, in case if you're wondering why you just said 13, right? Well, that last goal was an empty net shot. The Golden Knights had 40 shots on goals. You heard that correctly. 14-40. You heard that correctly. Face-off percentage, the Wild had 52 to the Golden Knights 48. Power play, get this, Mario. This is interesting. The Wild never had any power plays. That's pretty interesting. You don't see that a lot. The Golden Knights had 2 power plays. They made one of them. Here's another thing you don't see a lot either, Mario. The Golden Knights did not have any penalty minutes. So that's pretty impressive as well. As for the Wild, they only had 4 penalty minutes, so good job for them to keep it to a minimum. Hits-wise, the Wild had 44, the Golden Knights had 48. Blocks, the Wild had 26, the Golden Knights had 13. Giveaways, the Wild had 6, and the Knights had 11. And takeaways, the Wild had 12, and the Knights had 10. Marc-Andre Fleury, can you explain to me what the hell happened, dude? This team only shot 14 goals. We only shot 14 times, and you let 3 of them go in? Dude, what happened? What happened? This was supposed to be the game where you go to the second round. What happened? Or I should be asking the entire team, because I'm going to be honest, the defense didn't do a good job either. There's no way in hell you let 14 shots get past, 14 shots, 4 of them get past your goalie. I'm sorry, but the defense just didn't do a good job either. I don't care if they lost by 2. What happened, dude? I don't know. I don't know what happened, dude. You let a team that can't even score 20 shots on goal a game. You let 3 of them go in the net. Well, technically 4 if you want to count the empty net. But they can't even shoot. This team can't even shoot. This Wild team, Mario, I don't even know if they've shot 20 shots on goal this game. Maybe more than that. I can't recall. They're just not an aggressive offensive team. But, well, I mean, they won this game, so, hey, it was enough to win. But if the Minnesota Wild, somehow make it to the second round, which I can't see happening, they cannot let this happen. They cannot be shooting 14 shots on goal a game, because they can't be doing that against other teams. But as for the Vegas Golden Knights, Mario, I don't know what happened, dude. Defensively, they weren't doing a good job. Offensively, they weren't doing a good job. Marc-Andre Fleury had himself a really bad game. As for the minute, there's one thing I'll point to: penalty minutes. They did an amazing job with that. They gave the puck away 11 times. That was probably a factor to that. Can't be doing that. You know what I mean? You can't be doing that. And not to mention, you got to make more than 2 goals when you shoot the puck 40 times. I mean, come on now. That's crazy. As for the Minnesota Wild, I can't tell if they got lucky or they just have themselves a good game. I really can't. Maybe it's a blend of both. I'm not sure, because usually a team that shoots 14 times in one game does not even score a goal. So I don't know if they just got lucky or if they just had themselves a good game. Maybe a little bit of both. I'm not sure. But overall, Mario, they won this game. They did a great job. Defensively, they did a great job as well. Cam Talbot had himself a really good game. They avoided elimination, which is something they're going to have to keep doing moving forward. Game 6 is in Minnesota tomorrow night at 9, so make sure you check that out. As for the Vegas Golden Knights tomorrow, they need to do a better job. It's just as simple as that. They need to take Game 6 to go to the second round to face the Avalanche. That's what needs to happen here. That's what they have to do. So with that being said, best of luck to both teams, and we'll see what happens, Mario.
Yeah. Well, first of all, I see as for the Wild, a lot of first timers. Every single goal that happened, it was a first timer in this whole series. Kaprizov, it was his first goal. Paris, it was his first goal. Greenway, it was his first goal, and Martinez, it was his first goal as well. But there's one guy in the Vegas Knights who really has stepped up every single game, no matter how ugly it's been. Mark Stone.
Absolutely.
His fourth goal in the series, and again, another guy that really did contribute again is Martinez. Like I said, and Strum as well also had his first goal. But other than that, nobody really contributed. And one guy, I talked about this with McDavid, but I did not talk about this with Vegas, okay? And here's my question there, all right? Just real quick. Where's Carlson? William Carlson, I have not heard a lot from him in this whole series. That's a guy that really needs to step up and play. I'm being honest. Another guy for Vegas who's really been doing a great job is Tuck. Tuck's been doing a good job for this team, but last game he didn't do a great job. He had an assist, so I got to give him credit on that. But again, I'm going to be honest. The Vegas Knights, they were aggressive, but at the end of the day, they didn't capitalize the way they should have. And the Wild, it was completely opposite. They were not aggressive. This was the least aggressive game I think they had, but they capitalized on their opportunities the way they were supposed to. To answer your question, I think game 2, they had like game 1 they had 35, game 2 they had 30, game 3 I think they had maybe like 14 or 16 or something like that, 16. Game 4 they had like 35 or whatever. So basically this so far the Wild have not gone over 35 shots on goal, which 35 in my opinion is average. So I think they're average or below average when it comes to that category. So if I'm the Minnesota Wild to gain more momentum, I would like to see the Wild shoot more on goal than what they've been shooting, get more aggressive. Um, Again, I just feel like the Wild should be more aggressive, but they had a good game to capitalize when they need to. As for the Vegas Knights, if I'm the Vegas Knights, what I'm doing here is honestly, I can't really find a weakness besides capitalizing. It's as simple as that. And one more thing, Marc-Andre Fleury, I love him, but I love that man. But last game, he did not play good. This might have been one of Marc-Andre Fleury's worst games. He had, I think, a save percentage of like 76. That is horrible. Marc-Andre Fleury, this team expects more from you. You only had 14 shots on goal. There was no reason why you didn't save those goals. You know what I'm saying? They capitalized great. But again, as a great goalie, you should know how to counter that. And he didn't do that. And he is a great goalie, but he just didn't do it. Face-off percentages, that might have been a factor, 52% versus 48. Blocks, they outblocked them by 10, 23 to 13. So I got to give the Wild credit on that. Giveaways, only 6 of them compared to the Knights 11. And takeaways, 12 to 10. So defensively, the Wild played a great job. The Wild had a great game defensively. They made sure that defensively they took over and they marked their territory. So coming in the next game, if I am the Golden Knights, offensively, you got to do a better job, and that doesn't mean shooting more shots on goal because you shot enough. But what it really means is capitalizing on those. Again, shout out to Talbot; he had a great game, and it seems like maybe when we're looking at these games, it's either Talbot has a great game or it's Fleury. If one has a great game, the other one doesn't. That's what it looks like to me, But I mean, if I am the Wild, what I'm doing is defensively, I'm keeping that same energy. Offensively, I'm being more aggressive. Despite you winning 4-2, you might not always get a 10 out of 13 save percentage from Marc-Andre Fleury. So you need to be more aggressive. Going to the Vegas Knights, you're being aggressive enough, but you need to capitalize more. And not only that, you guys defensively are not, this game did not do a great job, but get guys involved. Mark Stone has been doing a great job. Tuck has been doing a great job, but get the guys who need to do a great job on board as well. William Karlsson, I haven't heard much of him. Hang on a second. I'm looking at the players right now. Marchessault, earlier in the series, he did a good job. Get him more involved as well. So with that being said, I wish both teams the best of luck. The next game, I believe, is it going to be in Minnesota?
Yes.
Okay, so next game is going to be in Minnesota, game 6. It's going to be a very interesting game. This is probably the most odd game in this whole series so far. So With that being said, I wish the Vegas Knights and the Minnesota Wild the best of luck in Game 6. This is a great chance for Minnesota to get a home win and even the series up. But if I'm the Golden Knights, I'm taking this game in Minnesota and I'm moving on to the next round. So we don't have to put ourselves in jeopardy. So with that being said, best of luck to both teams. We'll see how this game goes. And I think it's going to be another interesting game.